So good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Dynamic Foundry Group. Today we are going to see a very new topic for today's webinar, that is safety. We all know the 4th March is celebrated as a National Safety Day, and consisting with that 4th March view, we are going to take today's topic, that is safety. And for today's webinar, we have a topic that safety precautions for foundry industry, and it will be delivered by Mrs. Priyanka Sarukhe, HR analyst, VDX Solutions, Kolhapur. She has already done a couple of webinars before for us, and today again she is there to help us. Thank you, Priyanka.
You're welcome, sir. First, I would like to introduce myself. Myself Priyanka Sarokhe. I am HR analyst at Vedex Solutions. I have around 3.5 years of experience in various industries like IT industry, manufacturing, automobile sector, and pharmaceutical industry. Okay, so currently I am working with Vedic Solutions in Kolhapur as a HR analyst. As sir said, previously we also conducted some seminars on safety, and today we are conducting the seminar on safety precautions for foundry industry, because our safety week is nearby coming soon. It's from 4th March. Okay, so I would like to share my presentation with all of us. So let's start with PPT. As we know that foundry industry is the most dangerous and hazardous industry, as we all know, because workers are working in the foundry industries, have to deal with various injuries like high temperature, molten metals, also the dust, noise, and the atmospheres of in foundry. It's very dangerous for their health. So it is most difficult job to work with this hazardous in foundry industry. Dealing with the foundry industry's atmosphere, it's very difficult without the following safety rules and regulation. It is very impossible to work in a foundry industry without the knowledge of their safety and regulations. Hence the activities of this work is performed under the good judgment and cautions and precautions to save the workplace or ourselves also. Every company should train the workers that how to do our job with hazardous atmosphere. Also the company provides ppe, that is personal protective equipments, for their workers. But the question is, are their workers are use their safety kits, means all their glasses, their helmets, their ppe kits? Okay, so workers should be use their ppe kits for their safely work. Next, occupational health and safety issues may be encountered during foundry activities. So these are mainly issues of occupational health and safety in foundry. First is physical hazard, second is respiratory hazard, third is noise, fourth is fire and explosions, and fifth is eye problem. So first we will go with a physical hazard. There is various types of hazards in foundry industry, and these are the some majorly hazards in this foundry industry. So first, physical hazard. Physical hazards in foundry operation, it may be related to a large heavy work, hot raw material, molten metals, and products. Actually, physical hazards are done with when we are lifting one particular material from one place to another place. There is a huge chance of the accident. Okay, if we are not using any crane, any forklift kits, or any what we can say, luggage vehicle. So it is the huge chance of to get injured. Okay, so while we are moving particular material from one place to other place, we need to use a crane, which are provide with companies, hot raw materials. Okay, injuries from grinding, cutting activities may be also fall down from elevations. So to cure ourselves or protect ourselves, we need to use all these equipments which company provide to us while working. So for physical hazards, we know what type of physical hazards is. So to avoid these hazards, which what kind of precautions we need to use? Okay, to avoid those, what kind of precautions we have to get? First is appropriate design and layout of facilities to avoid crossovers of different activities and flow of processes. We need to design and lay out our equipments, our work, and where we are moving this material. We have to know about where we have to shift our material in right place. Material and product handling should remain within restricted zone under supervision. While we are handling such kind of material, it should be in a supervision, under the supervision, with particular attention of that supervisor, and there is a proximity of electrical cables and equipment. Third is locate machine tools at a safe distance from other work areas and from walkways. Okay, when we are using any tools in our workplace, we need to do a safe distance from other work areas or walkways. While we are using one safety tool, and it is there is a chance to fall down that tools in walkways and someone is get injured there, so we need to place the tools at right place also. Fourth, conduct regular inspection and repair of machine tools, in particular protective shield and safety devices equipments. Right. So, as we know that we also need a doctor. Like when we have a cough, when we have a fever, we need a doctor. That is, our machines and our tools is also need a doctor. That is inspection. So we need to inspect our materials or tools right time, that we need to take care of our tools, our shield and safety devices in regular basis. Use appropriate PPE. PPE means personal protective equipments, such as a company provide us helmets, insulating gloves, safety shoes, goggles, and clothing to protect against the hazards. So when company provide us these kind of services, we have to use the PPE kits while working on this hazardous place to save to protect us. These are the some physical hazards. These are the various types of physical hazards in industry. Fall down, fire, noise, dust. These are the some hazards or physical hazards. Next is respiratory hazard. Respiratory hazards, as we know that it's formed with a dust. That is, in foundries there is a huge chances of dust, includes in iron and metallic dust, which are present in melting, casting, finishing shops. Wooden and sand dust, which are present in the molding shops, may cause respiratory issues. We see that the many respiratory issues may caused by iron oxide, silica dust, may be contained with heavy metals such as chromium, nickel, lead, and manganese. The fine particle size and potential metallurgic fumes creates a serious occupational inhalation risk. So, dust inhalation hazards means a breathing dust may be hazardous to your health. It may cause you have a lot of breathing problem like asthma and all. So while you are in a foundry, like there is a huge chances of dust, then you have to use a mask in for your safety precautions. Okay, because there is a lot of chemical, there is a lot of chances of fume, there is a lot of chances of dust there. So you have to save yourself while using this PPE kit like mask and all. To avoid these respiratory hazards, you have to use these steps, that source of dust and gases should be separated and enclosed. The dust should be separated and the gases should be separated while working. You have to use the mask, safety shoes, safety belt, goggle, and leg guard to avoid injuries. Use automated equipments, especially for a felting process. Fettling process, you have to use the automated equipments. Use of filter respirators when exposed to heavy dust. As we told that fettling workshop or molding workshop, there is a huge chances of the dust. So you have to use the automated filter respirators when you exposed to heavy dust. For carbon monoxide exposure, detection equipment should be installed to alert control rooms and local personnel. In case of emergency intervention areas with a high level of carbon monoxide, workers should be provided with a portable carbon monoxide detectors and fresh air supply and respirators. So, because of this fresh air supply or respirators, there is a lack of chances of respiratory hazard. So there is a fresh air supplied respirators while working with the carbon monoxide like equipments. This is the dust and fume hazard in industry. As you see in this picture, there is a lot of fume or fuel or fire in this picture. So there is a chance of respiratory hazard with the worker. Next is the noise problem. Noise problem we know as in foundry there is a huge noise problem like various sources including scrap handling, furnace changing, electric arc furnace, melting and fuel burner, shakeout and mold, core shooting, and transportation and ventilation system. In foundry type of industry there is a high type of volume. So for this you have to use the ppe kit like ear plug to save your ears. To avoid this, cover and enclose scrap storage handling areas as well as shake out and fettling processes. You have to use earplug at a high noise area. Without using an earplug, it is damage to your ear. It cause of damage for your ear. So you have to use earplugs at high noise area. Fire and explosion. Handling a liquid metal may generate a risk of explosion, melt, run out, and burn, especially in humidities trapped in enclosed spaces, exposed to molten metal. Other hazards include fire caused by molten metal and the presence of liquid fuel and other flammable chemicals. What happened when liquid metal is closed with other moisture or liquid contact with moisture or liquid flare, there is a chance of flammable chemicals. So you have to aware about this type of accidents, or you have to know about the rules and regulations after for this fire and explosion. So fire caused by a molten metal and the presence of liquid fuel and other flammable chemicals. So you have to know about the use of fire extinguisher and all that to avoid this type of accidents. Techniques and preventions to control explosion and fire hazards. First, design facility layout to ensure adequate separation of flammable gas and oxygen pipelines and storage tanks away from the heat source. These all types of flammable gas and oxygen pipelines, it should be away from the heat sources to avoid this type of accidents. Protect flammable gas and oxygen pipelines and tanks during hot work maintenance and activities. You have to protect all these type of flammable gas and oxygen pipelines from hot work maintenance activities. Emergency preparedness and responses. Whenever, if in some foundries there is a fire happen, so their supervisors and their workers should be prepared about what to do in this time of emergency, what we have to do, that how we used fire extinguisher. The training should be provided by managers or by management to their workers. Explosions may take place in the molten metal gets contacted with the water or moist atmosphere. Mandatory wearing of PPE kits such as safety clothing, safety shoes, and hand gloves, etc. When you are working with a such an fire or explosion and fire hazardous workplace, you have to use the safety clothes, safety shoes, safety goggles, and hand gloves to avoid this kind of injuries. Sixth is mandatory placement of fire extinguisher at every place of the industry. As we know, when we are entered in some industry, in security cabin there is a one fire extinguisher, in workplace area there is a one fire extinguisher. So this kind of fire extinguisher should be in place to avoid this kind of fire, and worker also get trained to how to use these fire extinguishers. While doing any fire related work like melting, use safety shoes, goggle, and leg guard. You have to use your PPE kits. Some types of fire extinguisher, as I said that fire extinguisher should be in place, but there is a different types and their use in fire extinguisher. Use the correct fire extinguisher at correct time. There some is water, the water for use on wood, paper, or textiles, etc. Where it not to use flammable liquid on live electrical equipments. Then second is dry powder for use on wood, paper, textile, etc., or flammable liquids, gaseous fires, live electrical equipments. Foam For use on wood, paper, textiles, flammable liquids. Where it not to use on live electrical equipments. CO2 for use on flammable liquids. You can use on live electrical equipments, but you are not allowed to use on wood, paper, textiles, flammable metals, or confined space. Then fifth one is wet chemical. It is used on cooking oil fires, wood, paper, textile, etc. So these are the some type of fire extinguisher. So the atmosphere of your foundry or around to your work, you have to place the right extinguisher at right place, and you have to train your workers on this fire extinguisher. That how we can use this extinguisher and where. Next is eye problem. As we know that foundry industry means dust, fumes, and all. So there is a huge chances to injure our eye. So some of the dust and chemicals encountered in foundries, example isocyanate, formaldehyde, territory amines such as dimethylene, triethylamine, and so on, are irritants and have been responsible for visual symptoms among exposed workers. Mean these type of chemicals have a huge chance to injure worker eye. So while we are using this type of chemicals, you have to care about our eyes. So we have to use the goggle and helmet and the shield which we used on this while we are working. Okay, this include itchy watery eyes because of these chemicals. These are the cause that because of these chemicals there is a chances of itchiness, watery eyes, hazy and blurred vision, or so called blue gray vision. So while we are contacted in this type of chemicals, there is a huge chance to avoid or injured of our eyes. Techniques to prevent and control eye problem. While you are in working with or contacted with this type of gases or chemicals, you have to wash your eyes immediately every time when you are exposed to dusty and chemically polluted atmosphere. You have to wear safety goggles every time inside the plant. Means when once you entered the plant and at your workplace, you have to use your safety goggles or your safety shield. The company should provide emergency eye wash section near to the dusty area inside the plant. If your foundry is in located with a dusty area or there is a huge chances of fuel, there is there have to emergency eye wash section near to the dusty area. So if a worker get injured or he feel that his eye is follow the itchiness or some watery eyes, then he was go there and wash their eyes, and it will be the lack of chance to injure their eye. Okay, eye wash station. As I said that in if your foundry is in the high fuel or high fume in dust or area, you have this type of eye wash section or station. Personal protective equipments, pp and their uses. There is a lot of personal protective equipments in various type of industry. As I said that I also work with the pharmaceutical industry. So in pharmaceutical industry there is a different ppe kit. Okay, if I said that I was work in automobiles industry, there is also different type of ppe kit. If you are work in pharmaceutical, then you have that safety cap, then you have a hand gloves like different way, your clothes are different ways. So we can view this, what are the different type of ppes and their uses. Personal protective equipments, it refers to protective clothing, helmets, goggles, or other garments or equipment designed to protect the worker's body from injury or infections. The hazards addressed by protective equipment include physical, electrical, heat, chemicals, biohazard, and airborne particulate matter. If you are in working with a foundry, like you have contacted with a fire, you have contacted with a different type of chemicals, you have to contact with a different type of respiratory hazards like fettling respirator and all. So you have to use all type of this ppe, like in this your clothing, you have to use helmet, you have to use goggle, you have to use the safety shoes also. Second is head protective equipment. Our head is the most important organ of your our body, and it should be protected from various type of physical hazards. Protective helmet should be provided by the company to their employees to deal with the physical hazards and save life. Okay, when if we are working in foundry, like preparing a heavy job, okay, when we are doing a heavy job movement, we should wear a helmet, because if any tool or any particular part is fall down, so because of helmet our head is safe, so you have to use a head protective equipment also. Respiratory protective equipments. It is a particular type of personal protective equipment used to protect the individual. As previously we see that personal protective equipment. So in this respiratory protective equipments, we have to use a mask, our goggle, our ear plugs, and our safety shield, and also a helmet. So for cause of respiratory hazards, we use PPE. Skin protection. Our skin is a very sensitive part in our body. So avoid this skin irritation or skin infection. We have to use the hand gloves, an essential item in providing skin protection. There is a various type of hand gloves is also used by PP, include rubber gloves, cut resistant gloves, chainsaw gloves, and heat resistant gloves. So you have to use these different type of gloves in your foundry. Eye protection. Goggles are provide better protection in preventing eye injury from chemical splashes, impact radiation or molten metal, dusty environments and welding. So if you are working like welding or dusty environment or around a molten metal, so you have a chance to get injured in your eye. So you have to protect your eye with a goggle to prevent eye injury, and due to chemical splashes and the radiation of molten metal and dusty environment. Next is hearing protection. PPE for hearing protection consists of earplugs and earmuffs. Workers who are regularly exposed noise levels above to NIOS, National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. Recommendation should be furnished hearing protection by the employers, as they are low cost intervention. So in hearing protection, if you are contacted with a high volume or there is huge chances of noise, so you have to use your earplugs or whatever the company provide you equipments, you need to use their equipments. In this image you said this looks better than this, means if you are using this all PPE kit, there is no chance of an injury. Okay, there is a reduce the chance of injury of wearing PPE properly. If you use the proper PPE, there is a lack of chances of get injured. So instead of these, you have to, instead of these all injuries, you should be use your all PPE kits on regular basis. Protective clothing and ensembles. This form of PPE is all encompassing and refers to the various suits and uniforms worn to protect the user from harm. Lab coat worn by the scientists. As I said that around that different type of industries have different type of PPEs. As I told that pharmaceuticals have a different PPE kit, or manufacturing or automobile sector have a different PPE kit. Like lab coats worn by scientists. If you are working as a scientist, you have to wear the lab coats. Okay. Ballistic waste worn by law enforcement officials, which are worn on a regular basis, would fall into this category. Entire sets of PPE worn together in a combined suit are also in this category. So you are working in an industry, or there is a chances of hazardous or any of injured place. So you have to use your PPE in day-to-day basis. Safety shoes. Especially safety shoes should be recommended by the company to its employee for the safety of their food. Safety shoes having lightweight, excellent high temperature, resistant to corrosive chemicals, and having other properties. So you have to use your safety shoes for getting injured by your food, to save their food, okay, workers food. So while you are entering in your organization, your foundry or your industry, you have to use your safety shoes, your helmets, means all PPE kit should be there. Safety equipment should be used. this protective equipment must be used on this side. These are the some basic equipments like goggle, earplug, helmets. If you have to save yourself, please use your PP kit, which is followed by the safety, and which is safe you. So you have to use your safety kit. And if your organization or your foundry not provided you this type of kit, please tell your management that you need your safety kits for safe yourself, because for your family you are the most important person for them. So you have to use all the type of this safety and follow these rules and regulations to cure yourself. Thank you so much. To close this presentation, I have to do a little introduction about Vedic Solutions. I am Priyanka from Vedic Solutions. Okay, so we are dealing with trainings and all. We have in consultation also. We have in reform of HR also. So if you want to stay tuned us, please contact me on this number, or you can visit our website also. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you very much. It was a nice presentation. And as
Thank you.
Priyanka said, first safety is first, because someone is waiting at home for us when we leave the in the morning. Someone is waiting for us in the evening, at our home, our family, our friends, our we can say our children, our parents, everybody. So safety is always first, and that is why we have to ensure that whatever work we do in our organization, we should give first priority to the safety of ourselves, safety of our health, safety of our organs, and most importantly, safety of our industry, our factory equipments, everything. So safety is always first. Considering this, we have taken this webinar on safety because, as I already told you in the introduction, that 4th March is National Safety Day, and March month is celebrated as the safety month. So we will have one more webinar on safety that will be on 14th, which is already recorded. That will be uploaded on YouTube on 14th. It will be again related to safety, and it is also delivered by Mrs. Priyanka. So thank you, Priyanka, for your nice presentation and
You are welcome, sir.
support to Dynamic Foundry Group. Yourself and Ruchira ma'am, thank you very much for your kind support, and we'll be looking forward to many more such webinars with you on HR activities, on other lean management activities as well.
Yes.
So with concluding this, that the safety is primary thing. It is the most important thing. Let us keep ourselves safe and keep our families safe as well. Thank you, Priyanka, and thank you all the
Yes.
participants for joining. In the meantime, last 1 month we don't have many webinars live because I have migrated from Kolhapur to Jalandhar. Now I'm taking this webinar from Jalandhar, Punjab. So from now, I think we'll have at least 2 webinars in a month. As my migration has been completed, everything has been, we can say, smoothly reached. So we can have many more webinars in coming days. I am like to introduce you. The next webinar will be on 7th, that is 7th of March, next Sunday. That will be on introduction of Six Sigma by Mr. Sridhar. So thank you once again, everybody, for attending this webinar, and thank you once again, Priyanka, for nice presentation. Thank you and good
Thank
night.
you, sir. Thanks to all.
Thank you.